I would say in my secondary school days, that was the first actual form of comparison I think I did. That was when my, I would say ex-girlfriend actually left for some other guy. So that was a form of recognition in my own life where I feel that, oh, I'm lesser than someone because the girl of my dreams didn't choose me but chose person A. Yeah, so to me... Hi everybody, my name is Wei Hao. I'm currently studying in SMU, Business Management, and I'm going to be a Year 3 student. My parents always compare results with my friends, with my relatives, as young as primary school, where you actually do a comparison with your grades. When we share our results to one another, there might be times when we realize, wow, I'm not as good as this person, what am I doing wrong, right? And for me, when I grow older in life, I come to realize that comparison is definitely something that we do, but there might be times when it's a good thing to compare, and then there are bad times when it's not good to compare. I would say in my secondary school days, that was the first actual form of comparison I think I did. That was when my, I would say ex-girlfriend actually left for some other guy. So I started comparing, right? I comparing myself, my school and his school, my grades and his grades. Wow, why am I like lousier than that person? Why am I like, oh, could be I'm uglier than that person and stuff like that. There was a form of recognition in my own life where I feel that, oh, I'm lesser than someone because the girl of my dreams didn't choose me but chose person A. So there was a lot of insecurities that was going through my mind. Yeah, and I think it's really a phase lah, where you have to fill yourself with positive things, right? And not spiral it all the way down. A very good friend of mine said, do you realize that everybody start on a different starting line? And that didn't really hit me hard until I realized that it's true. So you realize that the things that you achieve in life could be not because of you yourself, but because of your environment. Imagine if you're a student, you have 24 hours, and you put 18 hours into studying, and the rest into maybe your just normal needs, then probably there will be a higher chance of that person scoring a very good grade, right? But if the person have family commitments, then you realize that his 24 hours is not being splitted into 18 hours into studying, right? It could be 5 hours into studying, and the rest of the hours being used to settle all the family issues, not because he wants to, but because he needs to. And that's why when the results are out, you see that there's a discrepancy of the grades itself. So it's not that the person is weak or the person just don't want to study, right? But it's really because the person have a current need or pain point that he or she needs to go and settle. It's important to know that we all start in a different starting line, and that will allow you to be more conscious and not fall into the negative aspect of comparison. For starters, I think I'm currently serving in Boys Brigade. I was talking to my boy who is going through a secondary 2 phase, so he had to choose their subject combination. My boy was given a combined science option, and he felt that I really want to do a pure science option. So I said, yeah, what's stopping you, man? So he said, sir, the thing that's stopping me is really my grades and the teacher's remarks, because as comparison to other kids, I'm not in that gauge lah to go into pure science. I remember talking to one of the teachers. I remember I came out and I said, teacher in charge, my boy really wants to push for this pure science option because he really had the passion for it. I remember the next thing followed up was really very hurtful. The teacher said, what's your score for your science exam? The boy said, 49. Right? And the teacher said, oh, that just shows that you do not know 51% of the content in the subject. I was like, whoa. It doesn't mean that my boy do not have the passion for it. So I remember my boy was very discouraged. He told me that he was very hurt. He said that, in comparison, he feels that he might be dumber than other kids. But I said like, hey, that's not true, right? Because you have a passion for science, and that doesn't mean you shouldn't be given a chance to prove others wrong. But the problem is, are you willing to work hard for it? Because people are in a different starting line as you. And then he told me, yeah, so I'm willing to work hard. And lo and behold, he's in the pure science class now. So I think teachers, they are role model for the students, and they are someone that we look up to, right? So I think as teachers, what they can do is to really affirm the child that they have their own self-worth, right? Be it in creative point of view or academic point of view. And at the end of the day, the grades does not define who we are as a person. right? It's just a piece of paper on your report card. But you yourself, you still have your values, your characteristics, and that's what matters most. Dear me, don't be sorry, be better. Okay, jokes aside, okay, I think dear me is to really understand that in life there will always be ups and downs. Just like in the hospital, the screens, right? There's up and down, up and down. If it's just flat, it just means you're dead, right? But if you see up and down, it just means you're alive and well and kicking. Understand that that's everybody starts from a different starting line, right? And sometimes we start ahead, and sometimes we start behind. But what matters is that we continue to run the race of life, right? And as long as we don't stop, right, there will always be a chance that we can see the finishing line.